Welcome back to the Tan and J-Man Show. It is our first August episode, which means football is right around the corner, and we are kicking off our college football preview shows tonight with the SEC, one of our favorite times of year. Heading into, we're just, 3 weeks away from Labor Day already? 3 weeks?
It will be 3 weeks this weekend, yeah. Well, today's 4 weeks from today's Labor Day.
4 weeks. Okay, so just 3 weeks from the weekend,
yes.
where we will have really 2 weeks because week 0.
That's true.
Two weeks Saturday 0. We'll have legit football. So it is ramping up, and we finally got stuff to talk about for the rest of the year.
It's nice.
Yeah.
It's nice to have stuff talked about. So
I'm the J-Man. Tanner is sitting next to me in a different state. How you doing, IT Dog?
I'm doing good, J-Man. Can't complain. It's crazy. August is here already.
Yeah.
It's crazy how fast 2025 is moving, but like you mentioned, football season is one of our favorite times of the year, and we're pumped to talk about it, starting with the SEC. I was going to say SEC Conference, but Southeastern Conference preview tonight, just because, J-Man, it means more. It just means more. That's what they tell us.
That's why we're starting with the SEC, because it just means more.
Starting with the SEC, and then next week we'll combine Big 12 and ACC and Notre Dame, and then we'll do the Big 10 the week after that. So,
yes, sir.
Yeah, I can't think of any teams. There's going to be somebody non-Power 4 that makes the playoff because somebody has to, but there's no team jumping out to me that says they might be a championship contender. That's not Power 4.
It's always easy. Boise State made it last year, and it's always easy to pick a team like a Boise State. But I'll be honest with you, with all the conference jumbling and jumping around, I have a hard time knowing who's even in the Power 4 anymore and who's not.
I know. Thankfully, the jumping around for now is kind of stopped.
Yeah.
I know next year the Pac-12 is picking up a lot more teams. And then I think the Mountain West also next year is kind of getting remodified a little bit. But besides that, none of the Power 4s or anything are adding teams. So, yeah. But, But a lot to talk about tonight. We also got baseball to talk about tonight. Trade deadline coming wins.
Yeah. I don't know if I want to talk about the trade deadline too much, but it did come and go like a thief in the night.
Well, we'll get to it. But we'll start with some birdie or bogey, which is baseball themed tonight for you. So I kind of asked this question to my dad last week. Well, a variation of this question, but it was NFL related. So I, to be honest, was having trouble finding a good one, but finally came upon something. I think we'll see how you do. I think you got a pretty good shot at getting this one, but it's a one answer question. What active MLB player has played in the most games?
Oh, man. Oh, active MLB player played in the most games. That's a really good question. It's obviously somebody that's fairly old, I'd imagine. But
yes.
Birdie or Bogey is brought to you by Arlington Public House for good cuisine, cocktails, casual atmosphere, located 703 Main Street in Rochester, Indiana.
Yeah, let me pull up what they had over the weekend. I should know this because I was just looking at it the other day. And they've started to do some cool things on their Facebook, which they're going back into the kitchen with their cook Clarence.
Saw that, yeah.
He's showing you how he's making certain things. Let's see. He showed it was the prime rib. He's shown how to do the prime rib. And has shown how to do the crab ragoons there. Let's see. Is there any others? It looks like those are the only two over the weekend. But and it looks like they're the other day you could vote on what you wanted to see him show you how to pick. So yeah, Chef Clarence cooking up some good stuff. It looks like the next one you could pick between their signature rock burger or the delicious dinosaur rib. I voted on dinosaur rib.
What is the dinosaur rib?
No idea.
T-Rex?
That's why I wanted to see. I did go see Jurassic World Rebirth yesterday.
Did you?
my wife, myself, and my mother-in-law. Yeah, I
Out
liked
of
it.
out of 10, what you giving it?
Out of 10, I liked it a lot. I'll give it a 7.4.
Okay, all right.
Oh, let me
Who's
put this. This was the seventh movie in the Jurassic Park, if you will, franchise. I rated it the third best out of 7.
interesting? Is Chris Pratt still in it?
No, Scarlett Johansson was the
Oh,
most well-known actor or actress in
right.
this one, but they had some other actors and actresses that have been in some things. So, yeah, it was very very good, very good. I like the story. I'm sure they'll make another one because it prints money, but I don't know. I'm not trying to give any spoilers away. I don't know if you can make another one with this exact
This
cast.
cast, they all die.
Yeah, I don't. No, they don't. But I just don't. With the story they told, I don't know how you would
Hmm.
tell another story beyond this one. But it was good.
Yeah,
But you're not a big Jurassic Park
I,
person,
I
are you?
mean, eh,
Take it
they're
or leave
fine.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I like obviously the original. The first
yeah.
one was
Nothing's
the
that's gonna
best.
be everybody's ranked number one. I
Um,
mean,
I,
it's
I did watch the first Jurassic World when that came out.
see that's
Uh,
my number two.
which
That's
was
my number two.
that was good. That was good. I don't know if I saw
This-
the second one of those or not. I don't remember. But
yeah, I didn't really care
very
for the second
very
one.
entertaining. I'll say that.
Yeah. Well, they all have their moments, all 7 of them. But
Yeah.
yeah, we went to the theater, and it was actually, I think this upcoming week's the last week, at least for most theaters, it's going to be in because it's been in theaters since July 2nd.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I didn't
yeah.
even. I'll be honest with you. I didn't even know there was a new Jurassic World out until you just said something. To be honest.
I'm just surprised you didn't see any ads or anything or trailers or anything over. I mean, since like
You know,
April.
we cut out cable back in May, and that is my pop culture knowledge is not
You
where
do
it
have
used to
YouTube
be.
TV though, right?
No, I'm waiting until football season.
Oh,
I
well,
don't need it right now.
pretty much here.
Yeah, no. I'll say August 28th. They'll
Okay,
probably fire up YouTube
okay.
TV. Yeah.
I thought you had YouTube TV for some
No,
reason.
no, not now.
Okay, okay. So, but let's talk baseball. Let's rip the
Mhm.
band-aid off, shall we? Well, first off, I wanted to get your thoughts last week, but you weren't on. My dad filled in. My dad gave his thoughts, but you're more the expert here. Since we've seen you last and talked to you last, the Cubs gave Jed Hoyer a
Mhm.
contract extension.
Mhm.
How are you feeling about good old Jed getting a contract?
Ah, if you would have asked me, if I was on the show last Monday, my tune would have been completely different than it is now. Um, he put together a very good team this year, and he probably deserved an extension. However, right when he signed the extension, I was texting two of our friends. One has been on the show before, and I go, the thing that makes me nervous about this extension is now he has the job security where he's not going to go out of his comfort zone like he had all off season. Kyle Tucker one was way out of his comfort zone. That deal. He was super aggressive throughout, April and May and June. My concern was he would not be able to be comfortable doing big deals, and it proved to be fact at this point. And I know I've heard, the trade packages that were thrown around that teams wanted for some of these guys were absurd, and I believe it. If you want to go win a freaking World Series, you go out and make a freaking deal. Look at what Theo did, trading for Aroldis Chapman, a rental closer. He traded one of the best prospects in the game, Gleyber Torres. He traded a handful of other guys in that deal for a rental closer. You know what they went and did? They went and won World Series. Now, the moves they made on the surface, and you pick each guy individually, like them. I think they'll help them going forward throughout the year. Andrew Kittredge, fantastic bullpen ad. And now I forget his name. He's a twin. Legit Taylor Rogers is his name.
You mean when you say twin, he was he? He's
Actual twin, not a Minnesota twin.
yeah. What's the word for that?
Um, biological twin.
There you go.
He's a biological twin. He started the season with the Reds. The Reds traded him to the Pirates on Wednesday, I believe. Then the Pirates shipped him to the Cubs on Thursday.
A lot of NL Central movement.
Yeah. His brother is the closer for the Giants. I believe this one's Taylor and somebody else. Anyway, he's only pitched once, and I didn't even watch him pitch. So it was right at the end of the deadline. Literally, it came across the ticker like 3 minutes after the deadline ended, and so I was kind of ticked off that was their last move. Anyway, good move. Willie Castro, my favorite move the Cubs made that deadline. Super utility guy, has played. He started at second base, third base, and now he's starting in center field tonight. And he's played three. This is his third game. He's played 3 different positions. Mike Soroka, on the surface, okay ad as far as a like 5th starter swingman type a guy. He was the first deal they made. Like, all right, man, you got a 5th starter, a guy that can also go to the bullpen, who's pitched well to the bullpen. He has a 4.87 ERA this year, but the underlying data suggests that he's better than that. Once he gets, an elite defense like the Cubs have behind him, he'll be better. Okay, that's your secondary ad in the rotation. 1 o'clock comes, nothing. 2 o'clock, nothing. 3 o'clock, nothing. 4 o'clock, nothing. 5 o'clock Central Time. Cubs did not make any more moves. They needed a starter that can go win you a playoff game. And looking at their rotation now, I wouldn't feel comfortable with any of those guys starting a playoff game. Maybe Matthew Boyd, Shota Imanaga, sure. Those guys are fine. Those would be my 2nd, 3rd, 4th options in a playoff game. Not the guy like you. That guy's going to get the ball no matter what in game 1. Frustrating for sure. And it kind of tainted the weekend where they really played halfway decent here the past, 4 or 5 days. They've won 3 out of their last 4. Should have swept the Orioles. They blew a 3-run lead in the 8th, which made things feel even worse than they probably were. But frustrating deadline, and it makes me mad because they have a real chance to win a World Series. I mean, they're just 2 games behind the best record in the National League. The problem is the Brewers are just so ungodly on fire right now. Cubs have the 4th best record in the NL since June 1st. They're 29-24, solid, and they've lost 8 games to the Brewers in that time frame. That's how good the Brewers have played. I don't think it's sustainable. I've been saying it for 6 weeks now.
You got to keep pounding that pavement, aren't you?
It's clearly sustainable, although I feel like it's going to turn eventually. But the top 3 in the Cubs order aren't hitting. Michael Busch, Kyle Tucker, Seiya Suzuki have been miserable since the trade deadline, or since the All-Star break, I should say. And so they're not scoring runs anymore. The bullpen's starting to blow up a little bit. The starting rotation's already bad, and they did nothing to make it better. Sure, you have Jameson Taillon coming back from injury, Javier Assad coming back from injury. Taillon had been miserably bad for 8 starts prior to his injury. Javier Assad hasn't pitched all year because he's been hurt. So you're really going to rely on those guys to go and, try to get you at least 18 outs, 15 outs without absolutely blowing up. So it's frustrating. There's 50-ish games left, so a lot of time left. It's not panic time yet, but schedule doesn't get any easier. They have the Reds, who have played some pretty good baseball, in town for 3 tonight. They go to St. Louis, then to Toronto, who had the best record in all of baseball just last week. I think they've kind of fallen back a little bit. But stretch run here. And now's the time you really start scoreboard watching a little bit, because things can unravel quickly on you.
Well, Vintage J-Man at MudDog16 on X came out over the past week, and I've enjoyed it.
It was one of my. It wasn't great. Wasn't great for old Josh on the.
Sometimes you just got to get it out. You got to get out there, get off your chest. Makes it feel a little better.
I did, but it didn't help.
Yeah.
It didn't help.
Sometimes it doesn't.
Luckily, yesterday they blew a 9th inning lead. They were up 1. And Daniel Plancy had been lights out in the 9th, gave up a run to tie it. And then Justin Turner, 40-year-old Justin Turner of all people, hit a 2-run walk-off homer. So maybe that's their moment that things start to change a little bit. But we'll see.
Like you said, big week coming up. Reds, Cardinals, Blue Jays coming up over the next week. Between those 3 series, what record do the Cubs need to come out of for you to be feeling really good?
6-3.
Okay.
Yeah. 2 or 3 this weekend. You know what? 2 or 3 the entire time. Sweep the Cardinals. I'd be okay with that. 6-3. 5-4 is fine. Like there'll be 20 games over 500 if they go 5-4 over those 9 games, and 6 of them are on the road. So 5-4 is probably a realistic ask. But I'm greedy. I want 6-3. Hell, I want 9-0. I want 9-0.
What happens if they go like 3-6? Then
you might see vintage J Man on Twitter, where I was tweeting about 2 times an inning back in the day.
Yeah,
18 to 20 tweets a game. I was not.
You've been pretty good this year.
I think I've been very good this year. I mean, there's weeks where I don't even tweet once.
I mean, you had your moments. Illinois basketball.
Yeah, that was frustrating. That was a frustrating season as well. Dolphins season.
Dolphins was you were pretty active on Twitter. Dolphins.
Yeah, we'll see how I am this year. I've been kind of liking the low key twittering.
Yeah. I don't tweet as much as I used to. Once in a while, I retweet a lot. Podcast stuff too.
Yeah.
But once in a while, I gotta vent out there about something.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Elsewhere around baseball, the Blue Jays have a 3-game lead on the Boston Red Sox in the AL East. The Yankees are 4.5 back. If they don't turn things around, Aaron Boone's got to go.
I think they make the playoffs and an early exit.
Yeah. As of right now, they only have a half-game lead for a playoff spot. So
I think they'll make it.
Figuring out here quick. Tigers have an 8-game lead in the Central over the Cleveland Guardians, 8.5 up on Kansas City.
Wasn't that like 13 not too long ago?
I think it was 14. Yeah, 14.
Yeah,
and
so they're chipping away.
Yeah, Detroit has not played very good baseball here recently. And the flip side, Cleveland and Kansas City have 2 of the best records in the league over the last 30 games, I think. So they're kind of just chipping away. The White Sox surpassed their win total from last year, and I've seen a lot of White Sox fans
salute by me.
Yeah, talking about progress. They're 42-70. So I mean, technically it's progress, but is it? In the AOS, we have Houston's 2.5 up on Seattle, who made a big splash trading for Eugenio Suarez. 4.5 up on Texas, who's played very good baseball as well. NL East, the Phillies have a half-game lead on the Mets. The surging Miami Marlins have reached 500. They were 16 games under at one point, and they just swept the New York Yankees. And it was the first time they had sold out all 3 games of a 3-game series in Lone Depot Park history. That opened in 2012.
I'm sure about 60% were probably Yankee fans.
I would say a lot were Yankee fans, but Marlins are playing very good baseball.
Mm-hmm.
Not sustainable, in my opinion. Brewers 2 games up on the Cubs, 9.5 up on Cincinnati, 12 up on St. Louis. Dodgers 3 games up on the Padres, 9 up on the Giants, 12 up on Arizona.
And $1 million up on the Rockies.
34.5 to be exact. Rockies have actually played halfway decent baseball since the All-Star break. I'm going to go look see what their record is. In
30-81.
Their total record's 30-81.
Yeah.
But in the second half, they're 8-7. So 1 game over 500. Yeah.
They did have an exciting win last week over the Pirates.
Yes, they did.
Down a ton and came back 15-14.
Yeah, they gave up 9 runs in the first inning. We're down 9-0 heading into the bottom of the first and found a way to come back and win.
I don't know how you keep your mind in it when you're a team that bad and you're down 9-0 that early in a game. I don't know.
Yeah, to do that and be able to come back and win, that's pretty impressive. That shows some mental fortitude there.
A bad loss by the Pirates. My gosh.
Yeah, they stink. There was another crazy game. I think it was Thursday night. The Braves and Reds went into the 8th inning. It was tied at 3. The Braves scored 8 runs in the top of the 8th to make it 11-3, I believe, is what the score was. The Reds responded by scoring 8 runs without recording an out in the bottom half to tie it at 11, and then the Braves won in extras. So that was a wild one, too.
My dad was at Friday's game, Braves and Reds.
Yeah, unfortunately, the Reds won that one.
Yep.
Yep. And
he just couldn't believe how fast the game was played. It was played in like 2 hours and I want to say like 14 minutes. I could be wrong.
Was that the first game he's been to since the?
No, he went to one last year.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because the pitch clock has helped tremendously. The Cubs
2 hours 16-minute game.
That's pretty dang quick. The Cubs and Orioles on Friday played a 1 hour and 49-minute game.
That's wild.
Which was tied for the fastest. Like I was at work, and usually when the Cubs play at 1:20, I'm getting off work, and it's usually top 7, bottom 7, usually like that. I looked at my phone, checked the score at 3:00, and it was top of the 9th inning already. I'm like, holy crap!
Yeah, it's a good thing. I think all that stuff they implemented.
Yep, I agree.
For sure. Here's a quick trivia question for you. What franchise has hit for the most cycles?
Oh, that's a really
I believe the number's 24.
I'm just going to have to throw a random team out there and go with the LA Dodgers or the Dodgers.
Good guess, but no. Easy guess. Good guess, but no.
Just trying to think of somebody who's been around for a long time. Who is it?
Pittsburgh Pirates.
Oh, they've been around for a long time.
Yeah 24. Yeah.
That's not that many.
No. So, I mean, I would be interested to know how many cycles are hit for on average every year.
Well, the Cubs hit for Carson Kelly in the second full series of the year in Sacramento. They played the A's, hit for the cycle, and it was the Cubs' first cycle since Mark Grace did it in 1991, I think.
That's wild.
Either 91 or 93. Yeah, it'd been over 30 years. They just
it feels like it's one of those accomplishments people don't talk about enough in sports.
No, it's kind of. I mean, it's more cool than it is meaningful in a sense, because like I think every player would rather hit 3 homers than the homers.
I was just gonna ask that.
But yeah, it's still a feat.
Yep. Going back to the Cubs, do you still expect them to get some of their deals and extensions done with some of their key pieces going into the offseason?
With how conservative they were at the deadline, it makes me nervous that they're not going to with Kyle Tucker. They need to. Tucker's been in quite a slump, and I fully expect him to turn it around. So maybe it's lowering his price tag a little bit, but they need to. There's zero excuse to only have Kyle Tucker for a year and then not go for it at the deadline. That's my thought on it. Other than that, he's really the only guy that would be extension that at least is coming off the books this year. That'd be a big name because PCA is under team control for like 4 more years before he hits free agency. Happ has a few more years. Seiya Suzuki has at least 1 more year. Dansby has a bunch of years. Nico has quite a few years. Bush is under team control for a while. Pitching wise, I don't really think anyone comes off the books. So it's mainly Tucker, and that should be their sole focus heading into the offseason. It's not going to happen before free agency starts, but
you were trying. You were willing it. You were trying to will it on
I willed the trade into existence. I talked about it almost every day once I heard that he was being shopped around a little bit, and it happened. But
my dad told me the other day he thinks I don't, and you correct me if I'm wrong. Jed Hoyer doesn't have an ex, right? Or at least one that everybody knows that's him.
Correct. Yeah,
okay. You might have a burner or something.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, when you said ex, I immediately went to
Twitter,
ex-girlfriend. I'm like, what are you talking about? But that makes more sense.
But because he thought if Jed did, you're going to get the Beckman treatment blocked like Tim Beckman.
Yeah. Old Timmy Becks blocked me years ago.
But I said I think if Jed had a Twitter, J-Man would be blocked a long time ago.
Oh yeah. Up until Thursday, I was in good spot, in a good place about old Jed Hoyer, and his inactivity on Thursday really killed it. So,
well, you got a big series coming up for a couple big series, but especially the Reds. Just with
like the Reds.
How many friends of ours like the Reds? So,
yeah, that's the only reason why I dislike the Reds. It's just because of the people who like them, honestly. And I mean, I've talked about how much Skyline Chili is terrible. And
whoa!
The city of Cincinnati is a dump.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
Any other
it honestly has nothing to do with Skyline Chili or the city of Cincinnati. It has everything to do with the the 3 Reds fans I know.
Three. Yeah, that says something too. Three. Would you rather? I don't even like asking this. Would you rather, if you had to get swept by the Reds or the Cardinals coming up, which you picking?
I'm picking the Cardinals.
Yeah, just because you won't hear. Well, you might hear from a family member of yours.
He doesn't really follow baseball that much.
More football guy.
More football. So
Right.
I don't think I'll hear anything from him. But I would. It'd be relentless, especially because it's in Wrigley too, which would make it even worse. So hopefully Cubs can scratch away.
I wonder when the last time they've swept the Cubs at Wrigley. I'm sure it's been a while, right?
I don't remember them sweeping the Cubs at Wrigley. I remember them sweeping the Cubs in Cincinnati in a 4-gamer a few years ago. That was brutal. There's only 2 teams in baseball that have not been swept this year, and they play each other. It's the Cubs and the Reds. Are the only
really?
Two,
That's
that have not been swept this year.
That's interesting.
So that's going to happen, and it's not going to be the Cubs sweeping the Reds. It's going to be the other way around. I can feel it in my bones.
You get sweat drip starting to form.
I know. It's
your brow just
brow. Oh, man. Stomach's starting to hurt.
Any other baseball news, notes, topics that you want to cover?
No.
Okay.
Nope.
Okay. Well, do you want to get educated?
I do. Always.
And let's learn about some sporting events that have happened on August 4th. I better bring up the banner here. On this day, 1910, MLB had a pitching duel between the Philadelphia A's Jack Coombs and the White Sox Ed Welsh as they pitched a 0-0 tie in 16 innings.
Man, that's brutal. I wonder how many people stuck around for all 16.
Who knows? On this day in 1934, 1934, Giants outfielder Mel Ott became the first player in MLB history to score 6 runs in a game as New York beat the Phillies 21-4.
Dang.
This is an interesting one. On this day, 1941, Brooklyn Dodgers catcher Mickey Owen became the first MLB player to catch 3 foul pop-ups in 1 inning in an 11-6 win against the New York Giants. A lot of Olympics over the years. On this day, 1956, at a NASCAR Grand National race in Tulsa, Oklahoma, Lee Petty stops his car on lap 32, climbs the flag stand, and waves a red flag to the field, halting the race due to dusty conditions. The race is never completed. NASCAR's not going to do it themselves. I'm going to do it. Let's see. On this day in 1980, 7-time All-Star Murray Wills became only the 3rd black manager in MLB history when Darrell Johnson was fired by the Seattle Mariners after a 9-game losing streak. On this day in 1982, outfielder Joel Youngblood is the only MLB player to get hits for 2 different teams in 2 different cities on the same day. He had singles for the Mets in a Chicago day game, gets traded, then singles for the Expos in a Philadelphia night game.
That's a cool one.
Joel Youngblood. On this day, 1984, American athlete Carl Lewis won the 100-meter in 9.9 seconds in L.A., the first of 9 Olympic gold medals over 3 Olympic games for Carl Lewis. He's pretty fast.
Make fast people look not so fast.
On this day, 1985, Tom Seaver of the Chicago White Sox became the 17th pitcher to win 300 MLB career games.
I don't ever remember hearing that he pitched for the White Sox.
Me neither. On this day, 1986, the USFL owners vote to suspend operations for the 1986 season in full before the 4th season after winning only token damages in an antitrust lawsuit against the NFL.
The replacements.
Yep. On On this day, 1995, following a suspension from the league for substance abuse, former Mets outfielder Bill Strawberry joined the New York Yankees and eventually helped the Bronx Bombers win the 1996 World Series.
His son took it to Illinois when he played at Maryland.
I forgot about that guy.
What's his name? DJ Strawberry?
I feel like you have a whole list of Maryland guys you can't stand because they played good against Illinois.
Grievous Vasquez, as a freshman, killed him in Champaign in the Big Ten the old Big Ten ACC Challenge.
Mello Trimble throwing a snap in his head back.
Yeah, those Illinois teams stunk. Anthony Cowan got him quite a bit. Who was the guy? Jameer Young, was that who was?
Yeah,
he killed him.
Yeah, I just remember that when we were both living in Rochester. Yeah. You met my dad and I at a restaurant in Rochester.
The largest beer you had.
Yeah, you were pretty down.
Yeah.
That was classic. On this day, 1966, the 34th Summer Olympic Games were closed at Centennial Olympic Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia. On this day in 2007, 32-year-old Alex Rodriguez became the youngest player in MLB history to hit 500 home runs. He hit it against the Kansas City Royals on a 16-8 win.
This will be a long-term bucket prediction. That should have been one of my bold predictions heading into the year, but I wish I could revise my bold predictions. I think he's the next Yankees manager.
I don't know how I'd feel about that.
Yeah.
On this day, 2007, also, Barry Bonds homered off Clay Hensley in the second inning of a 3-2 loss to the San Diego Padres to tie Hank Aaron's 33-year-old MLB career home run record of 755.
Big day for anabolic steroids.
Yeah, and here's another big day. In 2010, on the third anniversary of his 500th MLB career home run, Alex Rodriguez reaches the 600 home run milestone in the Yankees' 5-1 win against Toronto. Seventh and youngest player to achieve the milestone. Because remember, we went to Yankee game.
Yeah,
we were following that.
Yeah, we missed it by like a week or two.
Yep. A lot of cricket, a lot of Olympics. And that's going to do it for this week's On This Day segment, which is brought to you by, like it is every week, Mooney Wood Laser Crafts. Where'd my read go? You think I would memorize this after a while. Mooney Wood Laser Crafts is a veteran-owned and operated woodcraft shop based out of Texas with Indiana grassroots. They provide 100% hand-cut custom designs that fit your needs, and their pieces are a great addition to any home, office, or man cave. You can see some of their recently completed projects by visiting them at Mooney Wood Laser Crafts on Instagram and on Facebook. If you let them know the Tan and J-Man Show sent you, you get 15% off your first order. And like I said, he is doing more than just wood signs now. Thad is messing around with his lasers a lot. He's creating all types of things. And he can even create patches for hats. I mean, we got a signature Mooney Wood Laser Craft logo there. We got a Tan and J-Man Show logo there. We have a Boiler Breakdown logo there. We got a Mooney Wood Laser Craft sticker here and another Tan and J-Man Show patch there. So now I just got to get myself some blank hats and get these bad boys put on there. So I'm gonna make that my mission. Maybe hopefully by next week I'll have some new lids to wear. So tell Thad the Tan and J-Man Show sent you. You get 15% off your first order.
SEC football.
It just means more.
I'm actually going to start this off with my blind rank because I just to be able to fit it in. I have 5 SEC Offensive Player of the Years here.
I thought you were going to go, I got 5 SEC offensive linemen. Oh, great.
I want you to rank these people based off of their college careers.
Gotcha.
Starting with Tua Tagovailoa.
Tua, hard to come off the bench and make a statement more than he did in that national championship game against Georgia. I remember staying up late for it. I used to complain about how late the college football championship game would run, but that was a classic against Georgia overtime, if I'm not mistaken. Mm-hmm. But he, comes off the bench, throws a game-winning touchdown, and plays great before that, and really unseats Jalen Hurts for the job. And Jalen goes to Oklahoma, still had a fine career, and look what he's doing in the NFL. doing real well for himself. Both guys are doing well for themselves. So I'm going to do the cop out and put Tua at 3.
All right. Jalen Hurts.
Wow, speaking of the devil. College career only. I'm putting him behind 2. I'm going to put him at 4.
Okay. Johnny Football.
Oh, Johnny Manziel, Heisman Trophy winner. Of course, did all this and the no, they're the SEC. Against Alabama. I'm an idiot. I mean, his bumbling, juggling of the football and breaking the pocket, going the other way, throwing a touchdown. I don't remember if it was to Mike Evans or who it was to. It was an iconic play. He was electrifying. College football only. I'm going 2. I'm going 2 with his jersey number.
Yeah.
If we're going pros, I'm going 5,785. But
Cam Newton.
I'm putting Cam at 1.
Yeah, it's hard.
Okay, he didn't have a good career at Florida. He was Tim Tebow's backup, got kicked out for stealing a laptop, yada, yada. But, man, he goes to Auburn, wins the Heisman, wins the national title, gets drafted number 1 by the Carolina Panthers. He was dynamic. He had a rocket laser arm. He could run with the best of them, and he was built like a Mack truck.
Yeah.
So I'm going Cam at number 1.
I could have switched this up, but I have my 5 here that I'm going to put out there, and Jay Cutler was my 5th. I could have put Tebow, but I put Jay Cutler.
Yeah, I would have been mad if Tim was there because he would have been number 1. Tim, I mean,
definitely.
Gosh, he could put him a top 5 college football career of all time. Tim Tebow, and he might make that list. But Cutler, good career for Vanderbilt. They just stunk while he was there, so he didn't get a lot of notoriety. But he was taken in the first round by the Denver Broncos. Pretty good NFL career. Excuse me, not as good as it should have been. Probably could have been. Yeah, but I'm good with Jay being 5 on the list.
Oh yeah. I would.
I mean, he wasn't in Heisman contention like the other guys, so
he didn't put up that great numbers either. I think they just saw like the size and the arm and all of that, and that's why he went in the first round.
Well, and I believe the reason he went to Vanderbilt, I know Purdue and Indiana at least wanted him to be a defensive back because on his Santa Claus team that went to the state, I still think he has a single game Indiana State record for tackles. Wow. In a state championship game. So, but Vanderbilt was one of, if not the only big offer he had to play quarterback. So he took him up on it.
Interesting.
Worked out well for him.
Yeah. I wouldn't change a single spot on your rank.
I feel really good about that one.
Yeah.
I feel really good about that one. Yep. So, and that is the blind ranking segment. Another good one that J-Man provided us. Brought to you by Performer Print Soup Promo Group. If you're looking for a trustworthy, dependable resource for your next trade show, company, picnic, or sales meeting in 2025, or maybe you're already planning for 2026, Performer Print Soup Promo Group has over 50 combined 50 years. Wow. Combined experience of promotional products and commercial print. They strive for fast and efficient response to all your print needs, so you look no further. Let them be your one-source print and promotional company today by giving Barbara Van Weinsberg a call at 574-210-3815.
Actually, I'm going back to baseball here real quick. This will be the J-Man's Booker prediction of the week.
Cubs sweep the Reds.
I was thinking about doing it the other way around. You know what? Screw it. Cubs sweep the Reds this week. J-Man's Book It Prediction of the Week brought to you by Travis Watchering Insurance Agency for life, home, auto, renters, workers' comp, and farm insurance. Contact Travis 219-869-4561.
You know what my book it was last week? It's one we still won't know for a few more weeks, but I said Daniel Jones will be week 1 starter for the Colts.
Oh, yeah.
Going against a lot of the reports. A lot of the reports say Anthony Richardson Sr., that he wants to go by now.
Yeah.
Will be the week 1 starter. But I don't know. I just have a weird feeling it's going to be Daniel Jones.
They both stink. Unfortunately, it's week 1 and they play the Dolphins, and I hate week 1 games against teams.
Broncos playing week 2. I don't like it either.
Yeah, I'd rather play them week 6 or 7.
Exactly. Or even later on. Yeah. Hopefully it's a bad first 2 weeks for our good buddy Connor Thompson.
Yes. Hopefully, for his sake, Riley Leonard gets some snaps there behind.
I hope Riley Leonard gets some snaps because even though Daniel Jones and Anthony Richardson Sr. stink in our opinions, I Riley Leonard does not strike any fear in me at all.
You did watch him put up 66 points against your college team last
Well,
year.
for goodness gracious, Ray Charles could have put up a touchdown against that defense.
Oh, man.
You just got my blood boiling thinking about that season. I saw both the rivals put up 60 spots.
Yeah, that was rough.
And a few others just awful.
It can't be worse this year. That's the thing you got to look forward to. It might not be great.
0-12.
Yeah, they're not going to go 0-12.
I mean, because that would include losses to Ball State, Southern Illinois, week 1 and 2.
Yeah, it's probably not going to be great, but it can't be worse. Can't be worse.
Oh my gosh, we'll get there in a couple weeks when we talk about our Big Ten. And no, I'm not having them bowl eligible. No. I can't. I'm glad we weren't doing this podcast during the Hazel era.
Fast forward 2 weeks. I can't believe I did it, and I hate I did it.
No.
6-6.
Nope, not this time. Fool me once. Fool me twice.
Fool you 17 times.
That's true. Well, let's get into our SEC predictions, shall we?
Who you have winning it? Hold on here. Do you want to go 16-1 or you want to go 1-16?
I don't care. What are you feeling?
Let's just go 1-16.
All right.
Gives us more time to talk about the good teams, I should say.
I got the Georgia Bulldogs.
Interesting. I have Texas finishing number 1.
I got the number 2.
Yeah, I have Georgia number 2. Georgia lost Carson Beck to Miami. I think it's one of those addition by subtraction.
I do too.
Sort of deals. Gunnar Stockton is their projected QB. Zach Bell transfer, wide receiver from USC at 500 yards last year. They're great on defense. 4 players are on the preseason first team all conference defensively. So.
Yeah, they're going to be good. Kalen DeBoer, I was reading something else. Kirby Smart's one of the best. I mean, this is his 10th year overall, 105-19 overall record.
That's pretty good.
At Georgia. They made the college football playoff last year. Didn't end well for them.
Yeah.
But they lost to Notre Dame but in the quarterfinals. But, yeah, they return. I mean, they're always going to have as much talent as anybody else.
Yeah.
If not more. And I just feel like I feel good about it. I feel good about them. I think even if they don't win the SEC, they have a good enough season. They make the college football playoff.
I agree. I think they'll be in the playoff for sure.
Yeah. But going with Texas, who you have winning, and I have second. Steve Sarkisian, this is already his 5th year. He's 37-17. Yeah. They also made the playoff last year, but lost to the eventual champion Ohio State Buckeyes. Man, a lot of pressure on Arch Manning.
Yeah, he's been crowned the god, essentially, of college football, too.
2 starts. He's at 2 starts so far.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if he can live up to the hype. He seems like he has the kind of, mentality and makeup that it won't affect him much. I mean, he's been dealing with the Manning last name for, 20 years now, his entire life. It's a lot to live up to, though. A lot to live up to. Yeah. And he's the key. I mean, they could easily win it, or I could see him finishing 5th in the SEC if he doesn't play very well. So,
well, I'm once again, I don't have him win the SEC, but of course, I do think they will make college football playoff as well.
Yeah.
I mean, they got a huge game week 1. They're at Ohio State.
And the coaches poll came out today, and yes. I believe that's number 1 against number 2, which is
it is.
First time ever that has happened that the game 1 will be number 1 versus number 2, or number 1 versus number 2 will play week 1.
Yeah, I'll run through that real quick. I got it right here. Texas 1 with 28 votes. Ohio State 2 with 20 votes. Penn State 3 with 14 votes. Georgia 4 with 3 votes. Notre Dame 5, but didn't get any number 1 votes. Clemson 6 with 2 votes. That's who my dad predicted as his national champion last week. Oh. Oregon 7, Alabama 8, LSU 9, Miami 10, Arizona State 11. You're Fighting Illini 12. South Carolina 13, Michigan 14, Ole Miss 15, SMU 16, Florida 17, Tennessee 18, Indiana 19, Kansas State 20, Texas A&M 21, Iowa State 22, BYU 23, Texas Tech 24, and Boise State 25. A lot of SEC teams in the top 25.
Yeah, a lot. We'll see if Illinois finishes in the top 25.
What's it gonna take for you to get on the bandwagon. Last year, 8 wins. Then they got 8 wins. You move the goalpost to 10. They get 10, and they're ranked 12th, and you're still not on board.
I very much like not having to really follow Saturday.
What if they make the CFP?
I'll be back in. Book it. Book it. You have to lock it in. You have to lock it in then. I have to be back in, but then I reserve the right to jump back off when they predictably go back to being the
or when Bielema leaves.
Or when Bielema leaves.
Which I don't know why he would leave if you do that, though. I mean, he said it. Did you see that? We're way off topic now, but you see that interview with Barstool a few weeks ago? It's in his contract. He can't take the Iowa job.
Is it?
Mm-hmm. There's a clause in there. He cannot. I don't think he can take any other Big Ten jobs.
Yeah, that is a thing in a lot of contracts, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, he has a real good thing going at Illinois. I don't know why.
He sure does.
I mean, they're already talking about building a statue of him. So
I mean, you make CFP. My goodness, you're a football school all of a sudden. You're not basketball
No.
All right.
A good football school or a good football team will help the basketball team too. I mean,
it does for recruits. Sure does. Yeah.
So, whatever.
Yep.
But I have Alabama finishing third.
I do as well.
Ty Simpson is the projected QB. Jeremy Bernard, Ryan Williams return as one of the best wide receiver duos in the country. Added Isaiah Horton from Miami to join that wide receiving core as well. Defense led by Deontay Lawson. They'll be able to stop some people.
But the thing is, like I've seen on social media, a lot of people don't think Simpson's going to even last as a starter.
Yeah.
And he's got to, if he struggles out of the gate, it might be Dylan Mack, sophomore or 5-star freshman Keelan Russell, like you said.
Yeah, they've had some quarterback issues for sure. Because I was never a big fan of Jalen Milroe either, and yet he continued to get starts, which I think a lot of Alabama fans were mad last year. He kept getting starts, but.
Yeah, and I mean, of course, you got big games all the time, but I mean, they play. Let's see here. They play at Georgia on September 27th. That's going to be a big one, and they play at South Carolina October 25th.
Yeah.
Host Alabama or host LSU. They are Alabama. Host LSU on November 8th. So those are kind of the three big games I circled on their schedule. But if DeBoer. He went 9-4 last year. He does something like that this year. He might not get a third year.
Yeah, he might not. Who you have finishing fourth?
I have the LSU Tigers.
So do I.
Who open up with the Clemson Tigers.
Number one transfer class in the country. Garrett Nussmeier's back. They could win the SEC, but I really think Brian Kelly holds them back.
Yeah, something about I mean he did great at Notre Dame. Don't get me wrong. I rip on it a lot. He got him the championship appearance, one or two other playoff appearances. I can't remember off the top of my head. I mean, they always won a lot of games, but still, I don't trust him in a big game for some reason. Their defense. I mean, he's had a top 15 defense last 3 years. Defense should be good again. Their quarterback's up there in a lot of Heisman lists. I don't know, though. They got right out the gate, like I said, they play Clemson, which Kelly already made a statement about Death Valley, and it gave Clemson bulletin board material already. So, but looking at LSU, I mean, aside from the Clemson game, they play at Ole Miss on September 27th. That'll be a big one. And at Georgia November 8th. So,
Yep.
Who you got fifth?
I have Florida.
I got the Gators too.
It's all about DJ Lagway. I mean, he has potential to win Heisman. They have really good wide receivers as well, but old Napier kind of turned him around late last year.
He sure did.
Kind of got back in their good graces.
He sure did. A lot of Florida fans had him written good as gone for a while. They host Texas on October 4th. That's kind of their real big game on the schedule. These are outlier games. These are games, honestly, that ESPN has even marked as the 10 best games they think for the SEC Conference 2025. Because let's be honest, going down from 1 to like 12 to 13 on this list, pretty good teams we're talking about.
Yeah, it was tough.
So you're going to have tough schedules. But, yeah, they're going to go as far as the quarterback takes them.
Yep.
I agree.
Yep. I have South Carolina finishing 6th.
I have Ole Miss.
I have Ole Miss 7th. So.
I have South Carolina 11th.
Wow. They had a great season last year. I do not like Frank Beamer's son.
He's arrogant.
Yes. They have a really good quarterback, Lenora
Shane
Sellers.
Beamer.
Shane Beamer, there he is. Lenora Sellers has a chance to be very good, and I've even seen him mocked in like top tens when it comes to mock drafts for next year. So he's the key. I don't like South Carolina fans. That's just me. They're my new Tennessee, even though I don't really like Illinois football. They made me mad last year.
Beamer's 29-22, going in his fifth year. He kind of saved himself a little bit last year, I feel like. And then talking about Ole Miss, Lane Kiffin's in his sixth year already down there in Oxford. He's 44-18. They always do well in the portal.
Top 5 in the country ranked this year.
Yep. So I think they're gonna be pretty good again. But like looking at the CFP, I got Georgia, I got Texas, I even got Alabama.
Yeah.
That's it though. I don't think they get a fourth team. I don't think LSU
sticks
in there.
Yeah. They lose Jackson Dart.
Yep.
The NFL surprise first round pick.
You called it.
I did.
Well, you called it going above Shadir.
I am the smartest man alive.
I don't know about that.
But who you have finishing 8th?
I got 7th still. I have.
You have
I got Tennessee 7th.
I have Tennessee 9th.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, Heupel's done a good job there. It's his fifth year. He's 37-15. They lost Nico, transferred to wanted more money. Didn't get more money. Really? Well, maybe a little bit, but not much.
On the surface, he did, but when you factor in like cost of living and taxes and all that, he got less.
Yeah, so he ended up at UCLA. It looks like they're going to be a defensive team over anything else. We'll see.
They almost made a trade because they picked up UCLA quarterback transfer Joey Aguilar.
That's right.
So kind of a Nico for Joey trade.
That's right. Yeah. So, we'll see. We'll see what good old Heupel does. I mean, they are one of my least favorite programs out there.
Yeah,
so
I can't stand them. I have Texas A&M finishing 8th. Their offensive line is loaded. They went portal heavy with 14 additions. Marcel Reed returns a quarterback after a mediocre season last year.
I got A&M 9th. Mike Elko's going in second year. He's 8-5 after last year. They open up. Is it the week 1 or week 2? No, week 2. They go to Notre Dame.
Yeah,
week 2. Yeah. Notre Dame opens up at Miami week 1. So, I don't know. I think I could see them finishing right around 8-5 again.
Yeah.
Finishing 8th. I have the Oklahoma Sooners, who got hot at the end of last year and kind of saved Venable's job.
Yeah, I would say he's on fire. His seat is this year, heading into this year. It's the first time since 1999 that they were not ranked in the top 25 in the coaches poll to start the season. Yep. But they have great running back transfer, Jaden Ott from Cal. I have a couple quarterbacks, John Matter from Washington State, and a 5-star quarterback, David Stone. They were able to get him to return after he sniffed around the portal. I have them finished 10th.
I know Matter's been ranked as a top 10 quarterback college football by a lot of experts. Venables, like you said, going in his 4th year, he's 22-17. That's not going to cut it there.
That's not good there.
Nope, not at all. Are we on number 10 now, or was that your 10th?
That was my 10th, yeah.
Okay, my number 10 is Missouri.
I have them 13th.
And I hated putting them at 6. I think they're going to be pretty darn good.
Yeah, they picked up Bo Pribula from Penn State, the quarterback who would spell what's Penn State's quarterback's name?
Drew Aller.
Yeah, Drew Aller. When Aller would get hurt, they brought in a ton of transfers. Drinkwitz done a very good job there, though.
Yeah, 6th year, he's 38-24, so that's not an easy job. Yeah, he's done really good. They also added a running back from Louisiana Monroe, who was among 32 backs with 200-plus carries last year. Yeah. Ahmad Hardy. So, and he ranked 6th in the nation of yards per carry after contact, 3.7. Mm-hmm. And first in forced missed tackles per touch, 0.33. So, and he was a freshman. Okay. All right. So, I have Missouri finishing 10th. 11th, I already did South Carolina.
I have Auburn finishing 11th. I have nothing.
They're my 13th.
Other than they have former Oklahoma quarterback Jackson Arnold on campus. I have Vandy finishing 12th.
And Hugh Freeze going his 3rd year at Auburn, 11-14. So
he's got to start winning. That's a job you
Yep.
need to win at pretty quickly.
And weren't they ahead of Alabama and choked it away?
They
last year?
were. I
Yeah.
think that was last year, either last year or
Or-
2 years ago.
yeah.
Where they gave up like a 2-point conversion late or
Yep.
a touchdown late, and they couldn't stop them. I do remember that.
They're my 13th. You said you have Vanderbilt where?
12th.
I got them 14th. My 12th is Arkansas.
Yeah, Vandy has that delusional, cocky quarterback, Diego Pavia back. Maybe the most delusional quarterback we've seen in college football.
I mean, Clark Lee's done a great job. I mean, you look at his record; he's going his 5th year, 16-33. But when he took over, it was the worst Power 4 job.
That is, I would say that's a bottom 5 Power 4 job.
Yeah. In the toughest conference,
in the toughest conference. So that's a tough one.
But did you see who their new offensive coordinator is? Jerry Keel.
Oh, really?
Yep.
He's a good football coach. He was doing a really good job at Minnesota, and then his health kind of got in the way of him sticking around. But
yep. Said he imported the former head coach Jerry Keel and office coordinator Tim Beck. Oh. Okay. I don't know. So Keel's just on the staff, I guess?
Yeah, he must just be on the staff.
Okay. So, but I mean, Vanderbilt, they had the upset over Alabama last year. They were a good story, but okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Where are we? Clear? Are we on 15 yet?
I have Missouri 13 and I have Kentucky 14th.
I got Kentucky 15th.
All right. Kentucky could have as many as 12 new starters via the portal, led by quarterback Zach Calzada. Offensive line is a major question because it sounds like they lost everyone on that O-line.
Yeah, they're interesting because Mark Stoops going his 13th year down there in Lexington, 77 and 73. Their fans
that's
don't
pretty
like
good
him
for Kentucky
very
football.
much. Yeah, and their fans don't like him very much. It's interesting. Purdue used to battle with them a lot in recruiting over the years and would always lose out before NIL was a thing.
Yeah.
Because they were known to pay players, especially on the football side, and in basketball, but also football. Like they have this one booster that was known for brown bags. But now that NIL is a thing, for one, Purdue's not recruiting against them as much right now, but I don't think they're winning battles over a lot of schools like they were because now everybody's on more of an even playing field, so to speak. Some schools are still on a different playing field, but I think they kind of lost their advantage there. But I think Stoops done a pretty good job, but he might need to at least make a bowl game this year.
Yeah, I agree. I have Arkansas finishing 15th.
Yeah, Sam Pittman's got to do something.
Yeah. They did win 7 games last year, made a bowl. Quarterback Taylon Green returns.
Yes, their backup, Malachi Singleton's vying for the Purdue job now this year. So Pittman's going in his 6th year. He's 30 and 31. Arkansas is one of those programs I just never have taken as a serious national championship contender. Yeah. Except I used to say that about Clemson and Georgia when we were growing up, and now look at them.
Yeah, but they were good. Like Arkansas has been
true
for the most part. But
true.
I figured we both have Mississippi State finishing last. They won 2 games last year. They had 32 transfers coming in, which is the most in the SEC, one of the most in Power 4. It's going to be ugly.
Yeah, Jeff Lebby went 2-10 last year. It's his 2nd year. Yeah, I don't have much else to add about them. It's going to be a long year in Starksville. I don't see him winning the Egg Bowl against Mississippi. Let me put it that way.
No.
So, So SEC, I mean, they like to think they're the best conference in football. They might be. I mean, top to bottom, they probably are in depth-wise.
Yeah.
But the Big Ten's back-to-back national champions, so.
Yeah.
So we'll see. But back to the birdie or bogey question. Oh, real quick, I did have one question for you. What did you think of the Bristol Motor Speedway baseball game between the Reds and the Braves?
It was cool. Sounds like it was rough for the fans because they ran out of hot dog buns and all sorts of stuff.
Inexcusable.
And it got rained out. They got suspended. The rain.
Yeah.
Rain suspended yesterday or on Saturday, and it looked cool. I think I don't know if they'll ever do it again, but it was okay.
The Reds catcher had cool gear. Ricky Bobby gear. He had gear that matched Ricky Bobby's from Talladega Nights. So
That's cool.
Birdie or bogey, what active MLB player has played in the most games?
I have no idea. I've been thinking old guys, and the only person I could think of is Freddie Freeman. So that's who I'm going to pick. Freddie Freeman.
Freddie Freeman's third with
Oh, shoot.
2,131.
So it wasn't a bad guess then.
No, not at all.
Justin Turner, he's old, but he's not.
He's
probably young.
ninth with 1,736.
Yeah, he came up a little later in his career, like he was 26. It's gonna make me mad when I hear it. I don't know.
Andrew McCutchen.
Oh, that stings.
2,224.
Oh man, I should have got that one. I'm mad at myself for that one.
Carlos Santana, number 2 with 2,183. Well, I'll do the top 10 real quick. Paul Goldschmidt, 4 with 2,033. Jose Altuve, 5th with 1,929. Manny Machado, 6th with 1,847. Nolan Arenado, 7th with 1,776. Bryce Harper, 8th, 1,736. R.A. said Turner, 9th. At 10th, Giancarlo Stanton, 1,684.
I thought Giancarlo, but I'm like, he's hurt every year.
He is.
Man, third. Crap. All right. I should have thought McCutchen. Thanks for watching the Tan and J-Man Show. We will preview the Big 12, ACC, and Notre Dame next week. Have a fantastic week, everybody.